Welcome, my friend. Thank you for showing up. This isn't just another video. This is your wake-up call, your turning point. Today, I want to talk about something that can completely change your life. Something stronger than luck, louder than talent, deeper than knowledge. That something is value, your personal value. The truth that decides how people treat you, trust you, and remember you. People don't reward you for your effort. They reward you for your value. They don't pay you for time. They pay you for results. You can work hard for years, but if you don't build value, the world still walks past you. That's the painful truth. If you feel ignored, unseen, unappreciated, it's not because you're useless. It's because your value hasn't been recognized yet. And whose job is it to show that value? Not theirs. Yours? Value isn't a gift. It's something you build every single day. You build it through action, learning, patience, and discipline. You build it by improving one small part of yourself daily. When you raise your value, everything changes. People listen. Opportunities appear. Respect becomes automatic. You no longer need to beg for attention. Because in this world, you don't need to fight for space. You just need to become too valuable to be ignored. Let me repeat that truth. You can't create more time, but you can create more value. That's how you change your life forever. You don't get paid for time, you get paid for value. Time is limited, but value can grow without limits when you work for it. So today, you stop asking, why doesn't anyone notice me? And start asking, how can I raise my value starting now? I'm going to give you 9 real rules. Not soft, not easy, but powerful rules for people ready to rise. These are not for the lazy, not for the ones who only want comfort. They're for you, the one who's ready to grow. Even if your English is simple, even if your confidence is low, you can understand this message and turn it into action. This isn't made to entertain you for 10 minutes. It's designed to transform how you see yourself and your life. Take a breath. Be fully present. Because this might be the moment your new story begins. Rule 1. Stop being too available. Start becoming valuable. When something is easy to get, people respect it less. That's how the world works. Scarcity creates respect. Effort creates value. If you always say yes, always reply instantly, always give your time away, people start thinking you'll always be there. They stop respecting your time. They stop appreciating your energy. You become background noise instead of a meaningful voice. Being nice is good, but being too available can destroy your worth. You can love people and still set strong boundaries, because if you don't respect your own time, no one else will. Saying no is not rude. It's self-protection. It's clarity. You are not a discount version of yourself. You're not always open. You're a limited edition. Treat yourself that way. That means you don't always answer instantly. You don't accept plans that drain you. You don't explain yourself to everyone. You focus your time on what matters. You protect your energy like gold. You build silence into your power. Because when your time becomes valuable, people will adjust. They'll speak with respect. They'll treat you with intention. 2 friends walk in. One is always available. The other chooses carefully. Who earns more respect? The second one, always. Why? Because rarity creates value. Diamonds are valuable not because they're perfect, but because they're rare. You are rare too. But if you keep giving yourself away too easily, you'll make your light look common. From today, protect your energy. Respect your silence. Stop being everywhere. Start being worth finding. The world doesn't reward noise. It rewards presence. It rewards ye. Be the one people wait to hear from, because value speaks louder than attention. And silence, when chosen with purpose, becomes your strongest statement. Rule 2. Master one high-value skill. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards results. And results come from mastery, not from trying 100 things halfway. Many people work hard but stay invisible. They do a bit of everything, but never become great at anything. That's why they stay average. Average is invisible. If you want to rise, stop trying to be everything. Become excellent at one thing that truly matters. When you master one skill, you become useful, needed, trusted, and respected. That's when your value multiplies automatically. Think about successful people, from athletes to creators. Every one of them mastered a single skill first. Then, everything followed. Elon mastered engineering and vision. Oprah mastered communication. Mr. Beast mastered storytelling. Mastery opened every door they walked through. You don't need 10 talents. You just need one skill that you commit to mastering like your life depends on it. When you master one thing deeply, you stop chasing opportunities. Opportunities start chasing you. That's how real success begins. A skill can replace your job. It can build a business. It can make people trust your name even before meeting you. It gives you freedom, confidence, and purpose. It connects you with people who see your value without explanation. If you don't know your skill yet, don't worry. Start by listing 5 things you're curious about. Choose 1. Study. Practice daily. You don't need passion. You need consistency. Clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing, again and again. Focus for 30 days. Learn daily. Build small results. Repeat. You'll discover your direction by moving, not waiting, because the world doesn't pay for confusion. It pays for clarity. And clarity is born from discipline. If you master one skill so well that people remember your name in rooms you've never entered, you've built real value. We don't get paid for effort. We get paid for excellence. Be excellent at one thing, and the world will never ignore you. Rule 3. Speak less. Move in silence. Let your presence speak. In today's world, everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants attention. But the truth is, real power lives in silence. The loudest person in the room rarely has control. The calmest one does. Because silence shows confidence, focus, and inner strength. When you speak less, people listen more. They feel your energy before your words. They pay attention without knowing why. Silence creates curiosity. Curiosity creates respect. And respect increases your value without you needing to shout for it. When you stop explaining everything, when you stop defending yourself, when you stop chasing approval, something powerful happens. Peace. You gain control. You see clearly who deserves your energy and who doesn't. You move smarter, not louder. Most people talk before they think. They share dreams with the wrong people. They argue just to be right. They waste energy on noise. But when you learn to pause, to breathe before speaking, to think before reacting, you start moving like someone who matters. Your silence becomes your language. Your actions become your message. Your results become your voice. Let's picture 2 people. One enters loudly, talking about everything they plan to do. The other enters quietly, calm, focused, composed. Who owns the room? The quiet one. Because silence builds presence, and presence builds respect. Always. When you stop announcing everything, people start watching you. They start wondering what you're working on. They start noticing your growth. That's power. Not loudness, not showing off, but silent consistency, silent discipline, silent progress. It doesn't mean being cold or unfriendly. It means speaking only when your words have purpose, when your words carry weight. Try this today. Before answering someone, pause for 2 seconds. Think, then respond with calm. Watch how respect grows instantly. Don't post every plan. Don't tell every dream. Don't explain every goal. Let your results do the talking. Listen more than you speak. You'll learn what others miss. You'll notice details others ignore. That's how leaders think. Build your focus quietly. Improve your skills silently. Create success without telling the world. Surprise them when the time is right. When they ask, "How did you do all this?" Just smile. Because while they were talking, you were building. That's real value. That's high power. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. It's control. It's peace. Lions don't need to roar to prove strength. The moon says nothing but controls the tides. The deeper the ocean, the quieter it becomes. Power is calm. Value is quiet. Confidence is silent. You don't have to speak more. You just have to be more. So from today, stop explaining. Stop proving. Start doing. Let silence become your strength and results become your voice. Because once you master silence, you become untouchable. Nobody can stop what they can't predict. Rule 4. Build a mysterious aura. Let the world wonder who you're becoming. In a time where everyone shares everything, the person who stays private becomes powerful. Mystery attracts attention faster than noise. When people can't read you, they respect you. When they don't know your next move, they watch closely. That's power without words. Mystery isn't about hiding. It's about protecting your energy, your dreams, your growth from people who don't deserve access. Most people overshare because they crave attention. They post their pain, plans, and progress too early and lose energy to opinions. But when you protect your story, your power grows. When you keep your next step private, your results speak louder. If people can predict you, they stop valuing you. If they know everything, they stop being curious. Predictability kills interest. You don't need to hide, you just need to move smarter. Let people see your success, not your process. If you're working on your health, don't announce it. Train quietly, eat right, show results when ready. If you're building a project, don't post every update. Let the finished product surprise the world. Results are better than promises. Mystery builds respect because it shows control. It shows discipline. It tells the world you're focused on growth, not attention. Here's how to practice mystery daily. Stop explaining your every step. Start saying, "You'll see." It's calm. It's confident. It's powerful. Don't react emotionally in public. Don't tell everyone your goals. Keep some dreams between you and your creator. Protect your peace. Protect your vision. Protect your next move. That's how your value multiplies quietly. When people ask what you're doing, smile and say, "Just working." That sentence carries more power than 100 explanations. Then, one day, you'll walk in changed, confident, sharp, powerful. And they'll say, "What happened to you?" And you'll smile again. Because while they were busy talking, you were transforming. While they watched, you built something they didn't expect. That's mystery. That's focus. That's high value. You don't need to prove. You need to grow. So from today, stop being predictable. Go quiet. Build in silence. Let your absence speak for you. Let people wonder, what's next? That's when you know your energy is working. That's when you've become magnetic. Because when you're mysterious, you attract without chasing. You lead without shouting. You grow without explaining. The world doesn't need your updates. It needs your transformation. So build quietly until they can't stop asking about you. Rule 5. Upgrade your circle or stay stuck forever. You can be motivated, disciplined, and talented. But if you surround yourself with the wrong people, you will lose everything. Your circle shapes your thoughts, habits, and future. The people around you are quietly training your mind every single day. If you feel small when you talk about your dreams, that's a sign. You need stronger voices around you, not smaller ones. When your goals make others uncomfortable, they'll try to pull you back. Not because you're wrong, but because they're not moving. The people you spend time with decide how high you rise or how low you fall. That's the truth most ignore. If you always feel drained after spending time with someone, pay attention. That's your body warning you about low-energy connections. Real friends lift you, not limit you. They celebrate your progress, not gossip about it. They push you higher, not hold you back. You cannot grow in soil that doesn't support life. And some friendships are exactly that: dry, toxic, empty soil. If you keep helping people who never grow, you'll lose the time you need to grow yourself. That's not love. That's self-destruction. When you stay loyal to the wrong people, your potential fades. Every minute spent explaining your dream to doubters is wasted energy. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while carrying 3 people who refuse to move. That's what happens when your circle is weak. But when you let go, when you drop that weight, you rise faster. You breathe deeper. You finally see your future clearly. You don't need to argue or explain. Just observe quietly. Watch who celebrates your progress and who stays silent. Create distance from people who bring drama and excuses. Not hate, just space. Distance teaches truth better than words. And if you don't have the right people yet, don't worry. Follow mentors online. Read their books. Watch their content. Learn daily. Even digital mentors can shape your mind better than negative friends who never grow. You just need new voices in your life. Don't fear being alone. Loneliness is not punishment. It's preparation. It's the silence before your new beginning. Say goodbye without anger. You don't owe anyone a fight. You owe yourself peace, focus, and the right environment. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Choose voices that reflect your vision. If you want to be a lion, stop walking with sheep. You cannot stay average and expect elite results. Ask yourself, does this person feed my future or drain it? Do they celebrate my growth or get jealous of it? The answer will tell you everything. Upgrade your circle or stay stuck forever. The choice is yours. Every single day. You don't lose people when you grow. You simply outgrow what no longer matches your energy. Let go of old circles that hold you down. Surround yourself with those who think big, move fast, and lift others. Because your value multiplies in the right environment. It dies in the wrong one. Protect it. Choose your circle like your life depends on it. Rule 6. Invest in your appearance. Become the mirror of your own value. The first thing people see is not your heart or your mind. It's your appearance. The world judges before it listens. That's not unfair. It's human. Because your appearance shows your energy, your discipline, your self-respect, and your confidence. If you look like you've given up, people will treat you that way. If you look sharp, people take you seriously from the start. Your clothes, your posture, your hygiene, they all speak before you do. They introduce you before you open your mouth. So take control of that message. Look like you care. Look like you respect yourself. That's how people will respect you too. You don't need expensive brands. You need effort. You need cleanliness, sharpness, and intention. That's how you communicate value. Ask yourself every morning, does my appearance reflect my goals or my excuses? Because the answer changes everything. If you show up messy, unprepared, or careless, the world assumes your mind is the same. But if you show up ready, they listen. Your look is not about showing off. It's about showing up. It tells the world, I take this moment seriously. Think about job interviews. 2 people have the same skills. One looks sharp and confident. The other looks tired and unsure. Who wins? Always the one who looks ready. Because readiness builds trust instantly. It's silent authority. The first step to being respected. Keep your clothes clean and simple. Focus on fit, not price. Walk with purpose. Stand tall. Maintain eye contact. Smile with calm energy. Fix your posture. It changes how people feel around you. It changes how you feel about yourself. That's instant confidence. Smell good, keep your energy clean. Because small details often speak the loudest. They show discipline and self-care. Groom yourself even when no one sees you. Because you see yourself. And your self-image defines your confidence more than compliments ever will. The way you present yourself tells the world, I belong here. I'm someone who respects this moment. That's silent confidence. When you walk into a room looking focused and calm, people sense it. They listen differently. They treat you with more care. That's how appearance becomes part of your value. not because you're trying to impress others, but because you respect yourself. So from today, dress for your future, not your past. Look like someone who's going somewhere. Show up as your best version daily, because the world sees your appearance before it hears your story. Make sure that first message says, I'm ready, I'm valuable. Rule 7. Don't chase, attract. The more you chase, the more things run away. It could be people, success, or opportunities. Chasing always lowers your value. When you chase, you give your power away. When you attract, you hold your power. Attraction is silent confidence. Chasing is loud fear. People don't chase diamonds. They chase discounts. Be the diamond. Be the rare one that others can't ignore. Chasing says, please notice me. Attracting says, I already know my worth. One comes from fear. The other comes from strength. When you chase, you look desperate. When you attract, you look focused. The energy difference decides who leads and who follows. So how do you stop chasing and start attracting? You build, you improve, you master yourself. You work in silence every single day. Focus on becoming better, not on being liked. Focus on growing, not on impressing. That's how real confidence is born. Don't panic when ignored. Stay calm. Your silence will speak louder than your begging. Respect yourself enough to walk away quietly. Every time you walk away with confidence, you raise your value. Because walking away shows self-control, and self-control is power. You don't need to prove your worth. Your energy will do that for you. The right people will feel it. The wrong ones will fade. Repeat this truth daily. I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me will find me when I'm ready for it. Attraction comes from focus, not from noise. Improve your skill, your appearance, your energy, and your peace. That's the real magnet. When you carry calm strength, people move toward you. When you're desperate, they move away. Energy always tells the truth first. Stop trying to be everywhere. Be selective. Be intentional. Be valuable. Because valuable people don't chase attention. They earn it. When you chase, you become smaller. When you attract, you become magnetic. One pushes people away. The other pulls them in naturally. So from today, stop begging for attention. Stop proving your worth. Build yourself quietly until your energy makes noise on its own. The world doesn't need you to shout. It needs you to shine. Attract with discipline, not desperation. Build with peace, not pressure. Let your focus become your attraction. Let your consistency become your magnet. Let your value speak before your voice does. You don't chase what you already believe you deserve. Believe it first, build it second. Receive it naturally. That's real power. Rule 8. Train your mind relentlessly. That's where your true value lives. You can dress well, speak well, even earn money. But if your mind is weak, everything will collapse the moment life gets hard. Your real value isn't in your looks or your bank account. It lives inside your mind, the one thing no one can take. The mind isn't born strong, it's trained strong. It's built through discipline, focus, and constant learning. That's how power begins. Most people never train their mind. They train their image, their body, their style. But their thoughts remain unguarded, weak, chaotic. They overthink everything. They compare constantly. They give up fast. They want results, but fear discomfort. That's why they stay stuck. Your mind needs daily exercise, just like your muscles do. Challenge it, feed it, strengthen it. Build mental armor through learning and action. A strong mind stays calm in chaos. It focuses when others panic. It finds solutions when others only see problems. When you train your mind, rejection stops breaking you. Failure stops defining you. Challenges start shaping you. That's the transformation. Feed your brain with truth, not distractions. Read books that make you think. Watch videos that build clarity. not confusion. Ask yourself hard questions daily. What am I learning? What's slowing me down? Who am I becoming? Reflection builds self-awareness. Wake up without your phone. Give your brain peace before pollution. 10 minutes of silence can change your entire day. Write down your thoughts. Journaling cleans the mind. It empties stress and creates clarity. That's how discipline becomes natural. Learn something new every day. One idea, one word, one perspective. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from curiosity. Do what's uncomfortable. Read when you're tired. Focus when you'd rather scroll. Try what scares you. The brain grows through resistance. Example: 2 students study English. One gives up after 3 days. The other keeps studying 1 hour daily. Who wins in 6 months? Always the one with mental discipline. Because consistency beats talent. Focus beats intelligence. Effort builds real value. Train your mind daily. It's your greatest investment. No one else can do it for you. Only you can make your mind unstoppable. When your mind is sharp, opportunities appear. Your decisions improve. Your words gain power. You start creating value everywhere you go. Money comes and goes. People come and go. Looks fade. But a trained mind keeps creating value forever. Talk to your mind like it's your future CEO. Feed it with discipline. Lead it with courage. Challenge it to grow every single day. Because once your mind becomes unbreakable, your value becomes unstoppable. The world will start respecting your energy without you asking. And when that happens, you'll realize success was never about luck. It was about mindset. It was always inside you. Now you know the truth. It was never about being lucky. It was never about being liked. It was always about value. You are treated based on the value you bring. You are respected based on how rare you are. You're paid for what you deliver. The world doesn't care about your pain until you turn that pain into strength. It doesn't notice your effort until it becomes results. So stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for someone to see your worth. Start building it yourself. Quietly, daily, relentlessly. If you feel invisible right now, don't break. Build. Because the moment you grow, the world starts to notice without you asking. You can cry, you can hope, you can pray, but nothing changes until you decide to raise your value. That's the truth. Every goal, every dream, every success begins with that one decision. I will no longer stay average. I will no longer hide. It's not about changing everything overnight. It's about improving 1% every day. In your skill, your energy, your thinking. Each small improvement builds strength. Each moment of discipline builds confidence. And confidence turns into unstoppable value. When you focus on value, you stop chasing attention. You stop explaining yourself. You start leading your own life with calm power. This is your turning point. This is not the time to dream small. This is the time to rise with full awareness of who you are. Because when you become valuable, the world adjusts around you. People listen differently. Opportunities open naturally. Respect becomes normal. Raise your value, and you raise everything. Your income, your confidence, your peace, your freedom. All growth begins inside you. Say this quietly to yourself. I'm not here to prove. I'm here to grow. I'm not here to beg. I'm here to build. When you think that way, your life changes. Your English improves faster. Your focus sharpens. Your time becomes sacred because the same rule applies everywhere. In learning, work, relationships, and success. You get rewarded for value, not effort. When you train your brain, you train your future. When you build discipline, you build freedom. When you master silence, you master life. Every step of your growth is proof of who you're becoming. Don't rush it. Don't doubt it. Just keep building. Quietly. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Let your presence tell the story your voice doesn't need to explain. People will say, "You've changed," And you'll smile and say, "No, I just stopped wasting my value on the wrong things." Because you didn't change. You remembered who you were always meant to be: strong, focused, valuable, unshakable. From this moment, walk differently, speak differently, think differently. Protect your peace like it's your greatest treasure. You owe no one your energy. You owe no one your explanation. But you owe yourself your best version. Every single day, build your value through action, not words. Through focus, not noise. Through growth, not comfort. That's how leaders rise. This isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning. The moment you stop being ordinary and start living with purpose. Take a deep breath. Stand taller. You're not behind, you're becoming. Every second you spend learning, you're raising your value. Keep your silence strong. Keep your goals private. Keep your heart focused. Let your results become your loudest voice. And one day soon, they'll ask, "How did you do it?" You'll answer, "I stopped chasing attention. I started building value." That's your victory. That's your power. That's your truth. If this message touched you, don't just watch. Act. Share it with someone who needs strength. Help another person rise in value. Leave a comment below. I choose value over noise. Because every time you say it, you build that belief deeper inside your mind. Subscribe for more growth. Join this journey of learning, motivation, and transformation. Together, we'll keep raising our value daily. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are still becoming everything you were meant to be. So keep learning. Keep growing. Keep rising. Because once you raise your value, nothing and no one can stop you again.